6 months ago, I sat down with one of my students who was scaling his e-commerce business to some numbers people would never even imagine is possible.
Bro, I'm about to hit 20K and I just left my room, bro.
Going from zero to $30,000 a day with Shopify Dropshipping is possible. And this student did it with one product, one website, and one offer. Bro, we're at 18,000 for the day. You're gonna learn exactly what he did to find this product, to scale to these type of numbers, and overall together scale and exit his company. And then boom, how fast did we scale this brand?
Literally like maybe 4 or 5 days.
What most people don't realize is with e-commerce and selling products online, you can sell your business at the end of things. And that's exactly what the student did today. I hope that this interview motivates and inspires you to go above and beyond and live up to your true potential. And with that, enjoy. All right. We are live. Guys, welcome. Ade, welcome. How are you, brother? Good morning.
I'm good. Good morning to you. Yeah, I'm great.
Dude, it's
Good to be
so
here.
exciting to jump on this call. I know we've been through a lot together and to get to this point,
Yeah.
kind of like a celebration meeting, right?
Yep.
So just to recap, guys, today we're going to be talking about Ade's journey on kind of starting drop shipping, not really knowing, how to, I guess, um, to get going with it correctly, but he's done it. He's done it super well, and he's been crushing it. So, yeah, without further ado, Ade, are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, man.
All right, cool. So let's kind of take it back. Obviously now we're celebrating. Why are we celebrating? You want to tell them why we're celebrating?
Yeah, because we just sold our store, our business that we grew together.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And you know what? It's amazing to look back and be like, wow, we did it. And I want to kind of take it back because there's gonna be a lot of people watching this that are, that are looking to get started with drop shipping, or they've started and they need that motivational push. They want to get strategies and tips out of this call. So we're gonna talk about a lot. Sit back and relax. It's gonna be value packed. What would you say is the main reason why you started drop shipping, and how long was that? How long ago was that?
I would say the main reason why I started drop shipping, if I'm being honest, was because I didn't like the idea of going to school and having to like sacrifice so much of my time so early on. And I kind of wanted to explore other ways of making money. So it was about 2.5 years ago, pushing on 3. I had just graduated from high school, and me and my brother we were just looking for different ways on how to make money. We started with affiliate marketing and like doing all these like survey apps, trying to scrape up as much money as we can. And then we saw this YouTube video of this guy kind of explaining like drop servicing. And at the time we didn't know what it was. So we kept watching into it, and that's how we got introduced into drop shipping, made our first stores, and it's just been like, history since.
Amazing, bro. And I saw your brother. So it's crazy how you and your brother both got into it and now are successful with it. Um, so how did you guys both share the passion? Do you guys go together? Talk to me about
Yeah, the way that started was that my brother, my younger brother, he started it honestly. He was kind of like into it, and he was looking for like different ways of how to make money. He was still in high school, a junior. So I was still like just living life, going to school, then coming back, basketball, video games. And then when I saw him like popping off of one of his stores, I was like, what's going on? Put me on, bro. So I like started learning. I like took weeks and weeks of watching a ton of videos, and then I decided to open up my first store with him. And
it.
ever since, I just started building up other small stores, drop shipping stores, and trying them out.
That's awesome, dude. That's crazy. And you know what? That's how we met, right? You want to walk through like how did we met? Because we met through your brother. Talk to them about that.
Yeah. You actually partnered up with my brother. And I remember the first time he was telling me, yo, I'm trying to partner up with this guy, Sam Jacobs. I was like, who's this? So I did a little bit of research, Googled you, and I was like, whoa, this guy's a big timer.
Yeah.
So my brother had a store idea, and he wanted like someone who's more professional, someone who already knows what they're doing, to hop on the store with him. So when Sam reached out, we took the opportunity, of course, and that's how I kind of met you for the first time in the Zoom call. I don't know if you remember, but it was about like a year and a half ago. Me, my mom, and my brother were all just there listening to what you were like, trying to tell us how you could boost the store up for my brother. And ever since then, we've kind of just been like close contacted until he sold that store. And then, I reached out to you, and here we are now.
Crazy. It's crazy. And you know what? Congratulations for taking that jump for actually trusting me because there's so many, I guess, scams out there and all these gurus and whatever. How would you say that I was different? I mean, now that you've worked with me and we were, successful together and we sold the store, how was I
Yeah.
different? And especially in the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning, I was a little skeptical, but I had known you. But after like hearing what you were saying, all the valid points you were making, as well as like how open and friendly you were, I already knew that like no matter what, at least we can trust this guy. Even if things don't go the way we planned, we can trust this guy. So from that point on, we decided to work with you. I decided to work with you after you had already sold that store with my brother, and I already knew that my store would be in good hands, which it was.
Right.
And ever since
That's
then,
good.
I've just been getting close.
It's amazing. And you know what? It was such a cool experience and journey. Like, when me and your brother first met, I was just giving him tips and tricks, he was learning from me and, I knew that there was something more. So kind of like took him as like a partner. And for those who are wondering, like, how do you become a partner? Usually it's only my one-on-one students or any of my top students. Once you get to the first few $100s a day, and we can partner and help you scale. And that's what you did, right? You got your store to that few $100 a day mark, right? With
Yeah.
strategies, with TikTok. And what was the platform you were using at the time? Was it TikTok, right?
It was TikTok. Yeah,
Right.
TikTok.
So TikTok ads, which is crushing it for drop shippers right now. And I saw that and I'm like, you got a money funnel, right? You got a system where you put in $100, you get $300 back. And then from there, I was able to help you really scale. And that's so awesome. So dude, I just saw that your brother posted a picture of like you and him working at like what was it, Taco Bell or something? What,
Taco Bell.
what I don't know what it
Uh,
was.
I think it was like a food kitchen. My mom had signed us up for the summer, and it was like
Right.
a long time ago.
Oh my
So we
gosh.
had been doing like finding other ways to make money, like mowing lawns and like lawn services. So she found this one kitchen that needed some help doing dishes, and me and my brother, we kind of got forced into it, but we signed up for that summer and we did it together to kind of like see how working would be. And after that experience, bro, I can tell you, I never wanted to go back to that. It was
Damn,
stressful.
you're like the ecom life is the only way. That's
Yep.
crazy. Do you remember your
Yeah.
first sale and how that felt?
My first sale was actually my mom. I had built this magnetic eyelash store. It was called Sofly. I don't know if it's still up or not, but I built this store. It took me like a whole week to build it because I didn't know how to do anything. So I told my mom, I was like, yo, check this out. How is the store looking? And then a couple minutes later, I hear a cha-ching and I see my mom's name pop up. And I'm like, bruh, I was happy, but I was like, I was hoping it would be like a real customer, but I was still happy nonetheless. And that
Right.
was my
That's so
first
cute.
sale.
I love that.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. Dude, going from like your first sale to $30,000 days with this store,
Yeah.
right? We're going to talk about that. But first, let's talk about we're not going to reveal the product yet because we do have a contract with the new buyers of the store. But
Okay.
let's go into a little bit of how you found the product, right? What was the strategy behind that? And why did you really
The
feel
way I found the product was I was honestly scrolling through TikTok, and I was trying to look for a new product because I just taken off a year of college, came back to my mom's place, and I was really trying to like focus. After my brother had found Cloudy Sharks, I was like, I got to find something too to kind of like compete because we were so competitive with products and drop shipping and all that stuff. So after I scrolled on TikTok for about like 3 days straight, like saving certain products on my phone, I saw this, that product specifically. I tried to save it, and the next day I built a store for it, and then I tested it. I put like about I think $60 for TikTok ads, and I woke up to about 4 sales. And I told my brother, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely a winner. And like since that point, I just kept scaling it using different TikTok strategies to like push it further, and that's how it kind of blew up.
Amazing, man. Wow. Okay, great. So you found that product. How good did it feel when you're like, yo, I got something working. I put $60 on ads, where you said 60 bucks?
Yeah,
Yeah, 60 bucks in ads and you got 4 sales, right? And you're like, I just kind of got something going. This might be the product. Like you probably were super excited, right?
yeah, bro. I was super excited because I was like, finally, because I tested like around 3 or 4 products before that one. And after I got to that product, I was like, this has to be a winner. This has to be a winner. I tried to make the store as close as I could, tried to like get everything like set up from all the YouTube videos I was watching. So after I kind of like put the money into the ads and I saw success, I was so relieved because like finally I can at least have something to push on, and
Hmm.
it was all worth it.
Dude, I like that. And what would you say was different from the time that you were testing the products till you hit your winner? What did you do differently? Was it like your store? Was it creatives? Was it everything? Talk to us a bit about the strategy there and how you're different than
I
the
would say, yeah, I would say it was mostly like the videos that I was finding for the products as well as the store design because I would just kind of use the same store design and just change up a few things like the color, maybe the font of the logo. But with that specific store, the winner store, that's what I call it, after I kind of like saw that I was getting consistent sales, I wanted to change up a lot of stuff. So I was able to like create my own personal logo for it, get a like unique name, and I was watching like other drop shippers and how they built their stores like on the front end. So I was kind of like copying that and just implementing it on my store, as well with like product images, gifts, descriptions, and a whole bunch of videos on TikTok. Because TikTok has a load of videos for like almost any product you're trying to run. So I was just scrolling and searching, saving them, downloading them on my computer, and then testing them on ads the very next day. And that's
need.
pretty much what pushed it
That's so
out.
crazy. And you know what? This is awesome because like you use the exact strategies in e-com uprise, how you take the product, website, and marketing. That's what it comes down to. And with the ads, it's many times the ads are already out there. A lot of people have to order the product and record videos, which I think is terrible. It's not a good strategy. It's really
Yeah.
about taking content that's already out there and putting it together into something captivating enough to get people to buy. And this is a strategy we use right now with the e-com uprise students is we teach them how to go out there on TikTok and get content that's already out there and kind of put it together in CapCut, in a 10 to 20 or 30-second ad that really gets the attention of people. And that's what we saw. The ads that were working best for the store were those type of ads, and just how the whole store was constructed. Everything was perfect. And that's why it all came together. Now, you came to me and you're like, yo, Sam, I'm hitting $300 a day, right? How can we scale
Yeah.
this up? And I was like, bro, you got something working there. Let's see what we can do. Now, we obviously partnered together and I super scaled you. Do you remember how like we jumped from 300? How fast did it take us to get to the 10K day mark? It's
I would
fast.
think it was like less than 2 weeks, maybe. Because
Right.
I remember us going from 3K or 300. And then the second you hopped on, the very next day, we hit like 1K. And then it just kept going higher and higher and higher. And then later last year, December, we had that like, I think that one day was like 3K or 5K day. And we were like, yeah, this is the money printer right here. This is the money printer right here. So
Mm,
it was all like in the span of like, I would say 2 to 3 weeks. It was so fast, man. Like
okay.
right after you hopped on. And
Crazy.
it's just crazy. Yeah,
Dude,
it's
it's
crazy.
I remember like we did an interview, and I'm gonna leave the links down below to the interview we did while we were scaling the store. This was live. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember like we were hitting like 30K that day, and I was like, Ade, how do you feel, bro? How do you feel? You're like, yo, that's
It
crazy.
was a sick moment, man. It was like that whole day. I was just shaking. I was just like so excited, so happy. I remember when you called me, I had to get somewhere quiet because I was so like around so much noise. I was just turning up, man. It was a
Insane.
good day.
Yeah, it was. And it's just like orders flying through your phone while you're doing whatever you want. That's insane.
Yeah,
So, like I want to speak on the scaling strategy. It's like if you have something that's working that puts in $100 to $300 back, what we were doing really is just focusing on the creatives, the video ads that were working best, and the ad groups that were working best, and just throwing a lot more money at it. That was like the key. And if we have something that's working, put more money into what's working. A lot of people like to right away switch strategies, like oh, maybe I should test Facebook or this or that and that. But if you
yeah.
focus on one platform, one product, and one offer, you can really, really change everything for yourself. That's awesome. Now let's talk about your experience with like the ecom uprise group, because I know you've been hanging around there sometimes as well. And how would you describe the ecom uprise community, the community that I've been building over the last few years to teach people how to make money online?
Yeah, I really love that community. Like whenever I'm on my phone, I always see a whole bunch of alerts from your Discord. Like so many tips that I just like kind of wake up to, whether it's like at 2 a.m. or 6 a.m. Someone's always posting some thoughts, and I just like read through it. Especially like whenever you there was one specific thing that you gave out. It was like a product list, and I went through each of those products, and like all the stores were doing like numbers, and I was like, these are like banger store products, and anyone can easily have them just by joining your Discord. So like, there's so much like resources and so much sauce in your Discord that I just like. find that it's so easy to just, push out new products or like test new strategies. And also the way you are with your community, like everyone's always happy or chill, giving out some information or just like, giving out some tips that they have about their own stores or their own journey. It's just really chill.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. It's coming from a member right there. A lot of people out there, when they're teaching, they give out a program, and the thing that I wanted to change, because for me, I got success through a mentor, through a coach. And coaching was always something that helped me. And I have had multiple coaches and mentors along the way. It's the only way to get to where people want to be is through someone that's already done what you've done. But for me, like a course was great and all, but a community is even stronger. If you have a community besides, videos to ask questions to along the way, to get help, to get that extra tip, that was very big for me, and that's what I've created with Ecom Uprights. So that's awesome, man. And how did it feel? I know we just sold the store. Talk to me about. I know, like, I was kind of in the trenches figuring it out with all the investors and whatnot, but I know we went through some struggles to kind of get this store sold, but we sold it at the end. Talk us through what exactly had to happen in order for us to sell this.
Yeah, after we were able to get through all those tough times through selling the store with the investors, it was just like we had put all this work in. We got someone to actually buy it, interested in it, and then you were just doing your magic in the back end. I don't know what you were doing. I don't know how you made it work, but you were able to close the deal. And once we got that store, that confirmation to sign the contract, bro, it was like the best day because it was my first store that I built, and it was my first store that I'm also selling with you. So it was just like an amazing day overall, and I was just really excited because there's so much more potential, so many more things I can do in the future with the other stores that I have and that I can sell and work with you. So it was just a really
Awesome.
great day.
Let's go. Let's go. I'd love to talk more on this, the store exit. Wow, what a journey has been, because we got a deposit from the buyers, always take deposit, and then they ran out of funds or something. So then they're like, okay, we need some time to get the money together. So during that time, it was kind of like like a weird zone, because we didn't want to we were able to continue running the store, and we were like still hitting 1K days, but then we stopped all the ads because we thought we were going to sell it. We got a deposit, and then it was on pause for like a few months, and we're all just like waiting there. So, but it's finished off now. And how did it feel like when you were getting like the wire and the Zells to your account? How did it feel?
Bro, it felt great just taking my phone and then seeing that wire there, that big ass amount. I was just like, whoa, okay. So I want to sell more stores in the future.
Hell yeah. That's the cool part. If when it comes to selling a store, as long as it's like looked at as a brand. That's why I don't do general stores anymore, because a lot of money I make through e-commerce is selling my businesses. And if it's a general store, it doesn't really sell for that much. One product stores and niche stores always do the best. And I think that because of that, because the store was so branded and we had so many creatives and you just an entire collection, people saw that as an asset. So that's why they bought it, which is a huge part. And we always got to think about the actual investor side of things. Like, are they going to look at this and be like, oh, this is a good investment, or are they be like, what is this, right? So it's always important to put yourself in an investor's shoes, and knowing the right people is key. That's why they say your network is your net worth. So that really helped us
Yeah,
here.
I agree. I
uh,
agree with that.
so what's your next plans here? What are you going to be doing here on Fourth?
My next plans, I'm trying to move on to brand building now. I recently started like a supplement brand with my brother and some friends as well. So I'm trying to move on to more like branding side and organic because I see that organic has a lot of potential, especially with supplement brands. So that's my next plan. I still have a few dropshipping stores that I'm running and I'm trying to brand them up and build them up to potentially sell in the future. But right now, my main focus is branding, supplements, and like organic. I'm trying to get on that wave, you know?
Amazing, amazing, very smart. I guess Tab's chocolate got you a little inspired there.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. And how big has commercive been for you in terms of branding? I know, because that helped us a lot. Talk us through how that helped.
When we had like thousands of orders to ship out, commercial was clutch because I had a lot of suppliers in the like past that I would be able to have like 100 orders, 200. But whenever I'm really scaling, they're never really able to come through. And then I'll get a lot of customer complaints and it'll just mess up the business, slow it down. But with commercial, that was never an issue. He was always ready. All the orders were already shipped and processed once, the money was set. And it just kept like it was just such an easy flow because it makes it easier for you to scale your business without worrying about your customers getting the order or not, and like fast shipping times, and also being able to negotiate, which was a really big thing that we had with Commercive. So he was really, really good on our journey. Like I appreciate the work that he put in.
Appreciate you, man. And I remember we were able to get like our price down. And that like little extra profit was like so big for our, for our profit margins. And that's awesome. Well, Ade, you've been amazing, amazing partner and just to be able to work with and see your growth in your journey. What do you have to say to those people, thinking about really going all in with dropshipping or at least just get going and start taking it seriously? What do you have to say to them?
I would say like take the first step, you know. At first it'll seem like a lot, it's overwhelming, but if you actually commit to it and grind, like put your head down, like take your time, you'll be able to succeed eventually. You know, it may not be your first store or your second store, but eventually if you just keep trying and trying without like quitting or giving up so early, you'll be able to find success just like I did and potentially be able to meet someone who could push your store or your business to a higher level like Sam.
Amazing, amazing. And how important was that coach or that mentor or partner along the journey for you?
It was really important because it opened my eyes to like a lot of different things, a lot of like new things that I hadn't thought about myself, like a whole different mindset with business, how I could market, how I could sell certain products or even sell my store now or sell other stores in the future, you know, and even with networking as well. So I would say like connections are huge in this game. You want to go out there, you know, make as much connections as you can.
Amazing. All right, guys. I'm gonna leave Ade's Instagram below, and I will also leave the links down to his brother's interview and his live reaction of him hitting 30K a day with me, which is awesome. It's funny to look back and it's so cool. And I'm wishing you tons and tons of success. We're gonna hear more from you very, very soon. I know that. And you'll see him inside the Ecom Uppers community for those who are inside of there. And thank you for coming on, brother. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure as well, man. Thank you as well.
All righty. You guys have an awesome rest of your day. Peace.